Annual conference examining topics related to Texas school safety got underway today here in Corpus Christi.
Yeah, this 4-day meeting invites school officials and law officers all across the state to share their ideas on how to better protect our students. Our Stephen Cavazos was there.
School may be out, but leaders in education are still working hard. Literally hundreds gathering here at the Omni Hotel to continue the ongoing conversation on student safety.
It was a full house. Over 900 school districts from across the state coming together for the Texas School Safety Conference.
I thought this would be a good conference to come to gain some more information and see what I can take back to implement.
TJ Rucker made the 6.5-hour drive from Jacksonville, where he serves as principal at an alternative school, which helps students overcome obstacles they face in their daily lives.
We see that with depression, anxiety, the things that we see at our campus, take back some tools that will help us better impact those students positively.
The statewide conference brings school officers, educators, and administrators in one room to share ideas in hopes of creating a safer environment for everyone.
And everybody sees the importance of it. We can't back down. We cannot become complacent about this very, very important issue.
From school violence to Hurricane Harvey victims, the conference opening the dialogue.
We talk about anything we can to help make our schools safer.
And it's students who are now adding to the discussion.
We have to have this planning and all of these brainstorming ideas just to get some plan of action to make the next year a lot better than the year that we just passed. So.
Juan de la Garza, a Ray High School alumnus, plans to attend Rice University in the fall and is proud to be a part of the student movement.
You know, I just graduated and I'm seeing freshmen, sophomores, juniors taking charge and doing a lot of things that are good for our school.
And he encourages others to speak up.
Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, as long as your voice gets out there, that's all that matters.
And Bettis will learn more about grief counseling at an upcoming conference in Santa Fe. She plans to share that knowledge to create a better school environment for everyone. Reporting outside the Omni Hotel, Stephen Cavazos, 3 News.